Hello, and welcome to Holy Crafts, the show where we help you draw closer to holiness. I'm Uncle Sam, and today we'll be learning about the gospel of the woman at the well, and we'll be doing a craft based on what we learn. Let's get started. In today's gospel, we hear about Jesus meeting the woman at the well. Did you know that the Jews and Samaritans did not communicate well with each other? It was as if there was a wall between them. But even though Jesus was Jewish, he spoke to the Samaritan woman at the well. He eventually made friends with her and revealed that he was the Messiah. He was the Savior. But it didn't end there. The Samaritan woman called her friends and told them that Jesus was visiting. Eventually, they all got to meet Jesus, and he shared with them the gospel. The word for sharing the gospel is evangelize. Can you say evangelize? When you evangelize to others, you are like the woman at the well who brought her friends to Jesus. You too can share the gospel. Now that we know that, let's start our craft. Okay, first we're going to start with a white piece of paper. And then we're going to fold it in half, but we're just going to crease the top and the bottom, just so that we know where the middle is. Now that we know where the middle is, we can fold the two sides inwards so that it meets that little crease that we made. And those two sides, we can fold it down. First I'm going to do the left side, and then I'm going to fold in the right side. Alright, now that it's all creased, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to turn it around. Then I'm going to fold in the crease toward the middle, and I'm going to make another crease below it. And I'm going to do the same thing on the right side. I'm going to fold in that first crease and meet the middle. And then I'm going to press down and fold that bottom part. So it should look almost like a plane, like a paper airplane. Now, when we open it up, it'll look like it's going to be a map. Now I'm going to mark with my pencil the places where I'm going to be able to draw. So when I close it, I'm just going to draw within this section of the paper. Alright. Now I'm going to open it up so I can draw my scene. Now this is optional. You can tape down the paper just like I am. That way it doesn't move while I draw. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take out my pen or pencil, and I'm going to write the words on top. I'm going to say Jesus is. And on the very right side, I'm going to write like water. Jesus is like water. Now, since we're just going to be drawing on this far left side and then the far right side, we're just going to be writing words on those sections. Now, the first thing I'm going to be drawing is Jesus. I'm going to start with a J. And then I'm going to draw another curve on the other side. This is going to be his beard. Now on the very top, I'm going to draw his hair, and it's going to look like the letter M. Now I'm going to draw his bangs, and almost look like the top of the letter A. Then I'm going to draw a line in the middle. Now I'm going to do another J for the nose, and then 2 eyeballs. And next I'm going to draw his eyebrows. Now I'm going to draw his smile. Looks like a U. And on the outside, I'm going to draw almost like the letter V. That'll be his mustache and his cheek. Next, I'm going to draw his neck, and then the letter U for his collar. Next, I'm going to work on drawing his hand. And his hand's going to be nice and high. It's almost like he's waving. And I'm going to draw a sleeve. And then his shoulder is going to go down. And his arm is going to be connected to his elbow. And it's almost like a big J. Next, I'm going to draw his stomach, which is a line going down. And then the rest of his body goes straight down. I'm going to draw a little curve here, and then almost like a big U. All right. Now I'm going to work on his sash. It's going to go across his body, just like that. I'm going to do a little curve here, and a line, and then another curve. Then I'm going to go and draw a little bit more to show a crease, and then a line straight down. Next, I'm going to draw his shoulder, and then his arm, which connects to his back. It's almost like the letter L. And then his hair, of course, is going to connect to his shoulders. Now I'm just going to complete that by drawing a couple wrinkles in his sash. And of course, some fold marks on his arm. Now I'm going to draw his feet, which look almost like big letter U's. And of course, I'm going to draw a little bit of his sandals and his feet, his toes. And a little curve on his hand. And now we're going to draw on the right side. We're going to draw the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman. I'm going to start with a curve, almost like I'm drawing a circle. And then I'm going to draw a curve going up. And then a round curve on the top, but almost like it's about to go down. This is going to be her veil. And then I'm going to draw a curve from the middle, going down. Then her chin connected to her neck. Now I'm going to draw a curve, almost like the letter U. Then I'm going to draw her eyes, her eyebrows, her mouth, and her nose. And of course, she's going to be talking to Jesus. So I'm going to make her mouth open. Next, I'm going to draw her bangs. And on top, I'm going to be showing that she's holding a jug of water. So on the top, I'm going to draw a curve. And on the bottom, it's going to be meeting her shoulder. Next, I'm going to draw her hand holding the jug. I'm going to draw the middle of the jug and maybe put some water so it's nice and full. Now I'm going to draw her hand, which is on her chest. Her arm is going to be almost like the letter V, and then another V, and then I'm going to draw her sleeve, and then her hand is going to be touching the bottom of the jug. That way it's nice and balanced. Then I'm going to draw her body going straight down. And then just like Jesus' cloak, it's going to have a nice round bottom. Now I'm going to draw our other arm. It's almost like the letter V. And on the other side, the same thing. Then draw her sleeve. Great! Now I'm going to draw her shoulder. And then we're going to draw some wrinkles on her cloak. Next, we're going to draw the rest of her veil and behind her arm. But don't forget her feet. Just going to do round U-shape feet on the bottom, and then her sandals, and then her toes. Great job! So that's Jesus saying hi to the woman at the well. Now in the middle, we're going to be drawing more people. Alright, now I'm going to let you use your creativity and draw whatever you like in the middle. You could draw your family or even your friends. Go ahead. Alright, now we're going to finish the phrase on the very top. The phrase is going to say, Jesus is giving in the middle we're going to say us. Right next to it we're going to say life. And the last word we're going to write comma just. So the full phrase is Jesus is giving us life just like water. All right. Great job. All right, now it's coloring time. Go ahead and get all of your crayons or markers, and we're going to color in our craft. Great job. Wow, you're so creative. That's very colorful. Now that we're done coloring our craft, we can fold in the 2 flaps that we made. And now it looks like it says Jesus is like water. And when we open it, it shows more people. So once again, Jesus makes friends with the Samaritan woman. And then after she goes to evangelize, more people come to listen to Jesus. Well, that's all we have for today. Until our next holy craft, I'm Uncle Sam, reminding you to draw closer to holiness. Bye!